Hi, everyone. My name is Shayla Mark, and I am with Black Orlando Tech. Today, I'm here to interview Nathan Rafter. Nathan is one of our cohort leads for the digital marketing cohort, which will be starting on the week of October the 3rd. Hi, Nathan.
Hello, Shayla. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to ask you a few questions just so we can get to know you just a little bit better.
Perfect. Let them rip.
All right. So, what can participants expect to learn from your cohort?
They can learn quite a bit of things. Let's go ahead and jump into a little slide deck I've got to help kind of guide this conversation. So these are career paths that the skill sets I'm teaching in my cohort can help you attain. I know this because these are hand-picked items from my own career path. I have done everything from QA at EA Tiburon to producer at ESPN to a director of marketing for a telecom to the senior usability experience design head for Sykes Enterprises, which is the now second largest contact center services provider in the world. I've been a CIO, CTO, project manager. I'm Scrum certified and have a bunch of other certifications. And I'm going to be teaching you kind of the heart of those subject matters. I'm going to be teaching you how I apply and wield that information to actually grow business. This is business growth focused marketing. The idea behind that is as you market, it changes how you do business. And how you do business, when that changes how you market. And the idea is always moving you forward in a path where your business is shifting to meet the needs and opportunities that present themselves. And I'll teach you things like opportunity building, how to go about it organically, how to ask leading questions, and go through a process of learn something, share something, and then offer something. And how to do that across channels, how to find your own special blend of that process and allow you to sort of build components of your business up to meet that. Each week, I provide not only our lesson, generally an assignment that goes along with it, or at least something I want you to go out and actively explore, but it also includes one-on-one time with me that is no different than if I were meeting with a client. So for 8 weeks, you get 8 sessions with me to talk not just about the course material, but to actually talk about business and initiatives that you are looking to grow, get started, or evolve with the information you learn from this course.
Wow, that's so interesting. Thank you. And there's so many different career paths and options available for cohort participants. What makes BOTS cohorts different from other tech training programs or simply just watching YouTube videos on the topic?
Well, starting off with YouTube videos, you can't ask a YouTube video a question. You can certainly comment it, but the likelihood of you getting a reply back is very low. I guarantee it's quite high when you're in a class with me because I teach the material on each one of these slides at multiple levels, and I teach at where you're at and where I can get you to. So the idea is that yes, the slide information you may consider it rudimentary in some areas, but I can talk about the very complex and advanced applications of these ideas and how I personally have used them over my 16-year career throughout the creative industry. And my own initiatives that I do as a business owner and entrepreneur myself, running my own consulting agency and media production operation that does well, and sharing also insights that I have that are current. Like, I'll tell you personally where I'm finding growth in the industries, how I'm reaching out and getting that growth. And YouTube videos are going to fall short of that. And training programs, particularly a lot of the classic certification programs, uh, they are a little self-serving in some way, shape, or form. The reason why I'm here at Bot is to give back and to help make tech more diverse, and to add that spice that makes everything so special more throughout the industry. I want women leaders, people of color. I want them in the leadership teams. I want them out in the industry, and this is my way to help give that step up. Because when I'm looking for new talent to jump on projects that aren't quite right for me, I look to graduates of this program as individuals who are in line for me to recommend them for that work, to recommend a conversation with that client. And, it's just helping, raise everybody up. And I think that you're not going to get that from a typical course. I think you're going to get we're only here to give you a certificate, and then probably try to get you into another certificate and another certificate. Sidetrack me is literally, I share with you the journey of how marketing and business match up together. Actually, I can go through the course outline right here, where we have how business and marketing match up to one another. We talk about the design and creation process, where I teach you how to use tools like this. I cover topics on the whiteboard over here, where I can help draw out some of the more abstract stuff. I teach you how to turn a closet into a production space so you can shoot professional videos. And I actually make content on these things. I don't just do them for the sake of doing them. I show you how you can literally turn your closet into a money-making tool for your business. And as your business grows, I'll teach you how to better sell and deliver goods. I'll teach you how to optimize that experience, because it's easier to optimize growth within an existing market, like with people who are already engaged, than it is to get people who are unengaged to become engaged. I talk about how marketing and advertising are going to evolve as your company evolves. As you grow and need more people to come on as staff to support your demand, you're going to have a different approach and a more diversified marketing portfolio. And then I also teach you about the journey ahead, how my career path went along, how staying multidisciplined, which this particular industry is very hungry for people who are multidisciplined, how I've used that and leveraged my skill set and expertise to grow my own business using put an actual skin into the game. I spent about $800 on Nerf blasters and started a business where I resold Nerf blasters, because I had gotten students who were constantly like, oh, I need a website, I need an email list, I need ads, I need this. And I bought $800 worth of used Nerf blasters and almost tripled my money on them, not doing any of those things. I found a niche, I found a platform, and I worked a opportunity building strategy I had developed. And I turned $800 into almost into $1,800.
Wow.
So I teach you how to do things like that, how to actually make money, not like get rich quick schemes, no. But this is how to apply what I teach in class, like directly. Like, I start very rudimentary with applying nothing. Then the next week I apply what we learned, and I'll show you how I was able to earn that money, what it took, and how I used unique positioning and opportunity building to double my money, more or less.
Wow. And you're right about that. That's definitely not something that you'd be able to get from a YouTube video at all. So I really appreciate that. Why do you think now is a good time to learn a new skill or sharpen an existing tech skill?
Because there has been no greater time for an even playing field. Literally, the uh, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of them right now are promoting not just people who are creating crazy content with, crazy high res content with something like this, but who are, on a very bad cell phone camera. Um, they're all about content and quality thereof. Like how enjoyable of an experience is it that you're putting out there? How enjoyable is the content you're putting out there? You, with a lot of the changes that they've made on those platforms recently, and this course is not also how to get big on Instagram. It's not. It's how to grow business using these channels and how to actually get traction, how to actually understand how those things work. But because there's that even playing field, anyone right now has the opportunity to earn a living, earn reputation, and to get out there and get known as an expert subject matter or just a student that is progressing out there. I myself consider me a student. I've never lost that in my journey, because as much as I have expertise in Facebook, every time Facebook changes, I'm a student right back again.
Yep.
Um, so, and Shayla, with the way that the turnaround in application development and user experience and feature rollouts, that we are students more often than not with all the changes that come at us.
It's so true. You have to continue to learn. The world is going to constantly change. So, I mean, now more than ever is the best time to just continue learning
Yes.
new skills. What is the
Oh,
job outlook and the business outlook on digital marketing? And do you think it'll continue to be in demand?
yeah, business is good, and the industry is good. These are all legitimate. These are all legitimate roles that I've held. My business just last month brought on $10,000 worth of new business. Um, that's no joke. That's no flex. That is a legitimate number. That media production, website production, marketing and advertising, consulting, business development, um, product positioning and launch, email marketing, all of those things play a role in where I'm able to grow business. And it all honestly starts with a desire to do it once. Um, I I don't want you to get in your head that you need to be amazing at digital marketing or design or advertising to get started in this way, because honestly, if you learn a few things, you will be effective if you learn more things and a cross skill set that helps support that, like understanding analytics and data, understanding how businesses work and how to actually grow a business through the business development process. You will be in demand. I myself uh, do well in the industry. Roles that I've had have been well into six figures. The senior user experience designer, or rather lead user experience designer for Sykes Enterprises, I was making about 120,000. Chief technology officer for the S Method, I think I was around 150. Um, Digital marketing manager, I think I was somewhere in the 80s. Creative partners, director of digital, probably somewhere in about the 80s for that, somewhere in about the 150s for this.
Wow.
Um, Producer at ESPN, somewhere in like the 60s, 50s, 60s. Um, So, I mean, it varies wildly, but beyond just the career options I can have, I don't have a boss anymore. I have been about boss free for about 6 years now. I work exclusively independently. That doesn't mean that I don't work within organizations. I tend to be an independent outside, able to float in where the need is, and just have an official email address to make that easier. A lot of my clients like to do that. A lot of my clients, I've got a lot of retainer work. I'm always doing new initiatives with production and stuff. I'm getting into the entertainment industry. I'm actually producing and uh, hosting and performing at a like 400 person comedy show in October on the 20th. And that's something that I've been working with a partner to put on. And so I do like initiatives like that that are super cool and fun. And all of it came about because I learned something, shared something, and offered something. I just did it over and over again, and I asked good questions that have that give me rich insight with answers, and just utilizing that knowledge and ultimately helping other people achieve a goal of theirs. We just are aligned in what goals we're looking to achieve. Um, so you can do things like that where my schedule is flexible. I vacation frequently. I have a nice studio and home, and I have stability. Even though I'm freelance, even though my clients are, I have contracts with all of them. I've had clients with me for like the whole run, and when clients join me, they tend to stay. So my business is always growing. Another interesting thing is that I do a ton of digital marketing for my clients, but I myself build business most effectively through real person opportunity building. And I'm going to show you, let you peek behind the curtains as to what goes into that process, how I use that process, and the strategies I use to kind of get wins that are mutually beneficial.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, and if you can do that, you can control your own destiny to a degree. Um, and Yeah, everything I teach in the course is stuff like I legitimately use. It's stuff that is all the stacking layered information. Like when you say, Nathan, what color should this be? I think about so many variables that go into, well, what do these colors represent? Do I want a solid color or do I want it blended? Which one speaks best to your audience? Which one is in line with your current brand standards? Or if you don't have brand standards, how can we establish those brand standards? And how will this look in print? How will this look on the web? Is this sending the right message? And it'd be like all those questions, and I'll be like, pick blue. I'll teach you sort of each week a layer of complexity that you can stack onto this knowledge. And when you have a full view of why each element is important and how it all works together, you can connect marketing and advertising with actual business growth, and you can really grow business. Just this month, so a quick little story. I have a client in the mattress space. They started in like February of 2020, which was an awful time to start a business if you know how 2020 went. The economy was terrible, and I just told them, like, stick with my plan. Like, I know that we're, maybe scratching $7,000 a month in sales. I just stick with the plan. Stick with the plan that I have you on for growth, and I promise you, when the economy recovers, sales are going to be gangbusters. So they averaged about $7,000 in sales for most of 2019, up until I think it was April and May, June, July, and now into August. They've done almost $1 million in sales each of those months
Wow.
consecutively. So when I say that I know how to grow business and I know how to position a business for success and growth, even if it's difficult to deliver the plan on how to do that, and it may require cash burn, it may require a sacrifice on the business, that when they follow this advice and they apply the tenants, they went from $7,000 a month to, as soon as the economy recovered, literally as soon as it recovered, they went to almost $1 million a month and have held that steady for almost 5 months now.
That's amazing, Nathan. And it sounds like any participants of your cohort, they just stand to learn so much from you when they join your sessions. Thank you so much for joining us. And everyone, you've heard it here. I mean, this sounds like an exciting opportunity. The digital marketing cohort. Make sure you go on to Black Orlando Tech's website to register for the fall cohorts. There's multiple options to choose from, but in any case, you get the flexibility of working, doing something that you love, and also the opportunity to earn an endless amount of income. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.
Bye, everyone. Look forward to seeing you there.